All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
Before we get into our lesson, we want to start off giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rikah, Kodash. Double honor to apostles and elders at Great Millstone that rule well, and salutation to the fellow laborers, the Akim, the brothers that's on the highways and byways in the ministry, pushing the word day in and day out in all truth and sincerity. These are the brothers from the Great Millstone, Charlotte camp, coming at you with another lesson, And before we get into our lesson, man, our message is to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites, man. So those people or that nation are the only nation that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is dealing with, man. Who the word is called God, which his name is Yahweh, and who the word called Jesus Christ, which his name is Yahweh Shai. And they're both are dark-skinned entities, man. And they are the power of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. And the only people of the Lord is the Israelites, man. No other nations, man. No so-called white people, the Chinese, the Arabs, the Japanese, the Africans, all these other nations that's outside of Negroes, Latinos, and Native American descent, they are the Lord's enemy, man. And the Lord is coming back to bring judgment upon them, man, and set up the kingdom of Israel. But basically, man, we're going to touch into the lesson about, about prosecution, man. How this word from the Heavenly Father, by the way of the prophets, mainly the men of Great Millstone, and how this word is getting to these elites, man, And it was bugging them or having a threat against the kingdom for years, man. But we in a point of time when the Lord is basically putting the spirit on these Edomites, on these elites, man, and trying to move forward with their New World Order, not knowing that every step that they're doing, it is sanctioned from the Heavenly Father, man, Yahweh and the Son, Yahweh Shai, man. So, it's just prophecies being fulfilled that the Lord, Yahweh Shai, say that we're going to have to go through, man. Prosecution, man, being scam, being fraud, man, being defamed, man, demonized throughout this media, man, when it's coming to this truth, man. So basically, you're gonna go ahead and get into some scriptures, how these devils got their agenda and their plans on the books. They're trying to come at the men of the Lord and trying to stop this word, man. Not knowing, like I say, it's the will of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, that all this is happening, man.
This is the book of John, chapter 15, verse 18. If the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you.
So the words, this is Yahweh Shai speaking. He said, if the world hates you, know if that it hated me before it hated you. Because what we preaching is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man, through the Spirit, man. We not out there preaching what we feel, man. We coming straight out of the scriptures, man, in all truth and sincerity with the 100% truth, man. And the truth is that the Lord, Yahweh Shai, and the Father, Yahweh, like I say, are dark-skinned men and were dark-skinned entities. And they're coming back for the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And they're coming back to bring judgment on this place, what you call America, which is Babylon the Great, man. Because in the scripture, America, which is Babylon the Great, is going to be destroyed by thermonuclear fire in this up-and-coming World War III, man, by the hands of Russia, China, and all these other nations that's got a vast military and got nuclear capable ability, which the Lord set them up to destroy America, man. And that's what we coming out in the Bible, from the Bible, and it's offended these people, man. Especially these Edomites, these so-called white people, and 2/3 of you wicked Israelites, man. You Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Because the Lord is only looking for the elect, man. Those the ones that's going to wake up and believe and have faith in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and have faith in the doctrine, man, and all 100% truth, man. Not these phony Israelites, not these Israelites that's out here in these different religions, man. The Lord is going to destroy 2/3 of his people for being wicked, man. But we just up here, set up through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai to give the warning, man. And this world hated us for that, man. But they, like the scriptures say, like Yahweh Shai say, they hated him before they hated us, man. So in all actuality, when they come against the prophets, they're really coming against the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
That's right. Verse 18. John, the book of John, chapter 15, verse 8. Salaki.
18, you started.
Starting off at 18 again. If the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. And Yahweh Shai was bringing righteousness, man. And this world that we in today is straight wickedness. That's why, most of our people hate Yahweh Shai, because basically he was about his father's business. He was about judgment. And he was about righteousness, man. And our people, they wanted to do their own thing and wanted to follow after these heathenistic customs, man. They couldn't do what they wanted to do, pleasing to their own flesh, according to their minds, man.
Yeah, because Yahweh Shai was set up to establish the law, man, that we couldn't keep, 2,000 years ago. But him coming back, in the last days of time, what he's going to do when he raises up the nation of Israel, the kingdom of Israel, starting off with the elect, our laws are going to be put in us, and we're going to govern the world by the law, statutes, and commandments through the spirit and power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. And because the Lord was all about righteousness, man. And like the brother said, man, our people, the wicked of our people, man, they don't want to follow the law, statutes, and commandments, man. They'll say that the law is done away with. So they saying that, they try to justify themselves eating pork, getting shape up, line up, doing committing adultery, doing homosexual acts, man, doing all type of wickedness that's against the holy scriptures, man. That's against the law, statute, commandments, So they hate us for that when we go out there and rebuke them and tell them that the Lord is against the wickedness that they doing, man. But they don't want to take heed, man. But so for them doing that, man, it's going to lead to them to being condemned, man, by fire.
Verse 19. If ye were of the world would love his own.
So we've been out there talking about the Lord bringing peace, the Lord going to bring all nations together, they're in prosperity, how to get riches and everything, carnal riches, money, how to be successful here in America, like majority of these false Israelite camps trying to do, man. They'll love us, man. That's why the majority of these Israelite camps like IOIC, IUSPK, GOCC, they talk about prosperity, man. They're not really going into the details of the scriptures about the destruction of America and Jacob's trouble, man. They're preaching those smooth things to the people, man. Right along with this Christian church, man. So that's what they want to hear, man. Our people don't want to hear nothing about death and all type of different calamities that's coming, man. But that's what's in the scriptures, man. It's because the Lord said, if they had love us, read it again. Salah.
Verse 19, if ye were of the world would love his own.
So if we was out there preaching these worldly things all into this world, they would accept us, man. But since we out there preaching through the spirit and power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai against this wicked kingdom, man, and how the Lord is going to bring this empire down through destruction, they come up against us, man. They prosecute us, man.
But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you.
Yeah, so the Lord chosen the man of the Lord, that's the one that's in this faith, man. Praying that we part of that elect, man. The Lord chosen us out of this world, man. That's why we come back to the Lord, calling upon his name, in the Son name, calling on knowing that we're Israelites, man, knowing that the prophecies in the scriptures are about to be fulfilled, knowing that America's destruction is nigh, and the Edomites, which are the so-called white people, they're saying that they knowing and saying that their kingdom is falling, man, because the Lord had chosen us. They had that spiritual ability to know what time we're in, man. So that's why the world hate us too, man, because they don't see this the righteous things or the judgment of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai got prepared for this place, man. But the Lord opened up our spiritual mind to give us the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to know what time we're in and know what power is about to come back and bring judgment, man. So we can get right and pray to Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai that we be part of that elect so we can escape that judgment from the destruction from the destruction of America that the Lord is about to bring, man. Looking for Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai mercy, man.
Let me read verse 20.
Yeah.
Verse 20, John 15, verse 20. Remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord.
Yeah, come.
If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you.
Come. So this is Yahweh Shah talking, man. The first begotten, man. The one that the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, chose from the beginning, Yahweh Shah, man. You know, the Lord said they come up against him and prosecuted him, they're going to do the same thing to us, man. And here Yahweh Shah is the supreme being over the nation of Israel and over everything else, man, besides Yahweh, man. Because like I say, the Most High, Yahweh, set up Yahweh Shah to be the creator over everything, man. You know, the Lord the one gave, Yahweh gave Yahweh Shah the blueprint to create all things, man. He gave him the power, man. You know, so if they come up against Yahweh Shah, you know they're going to come up against us. Because the Lord said the servant is not greater than his Lord, man. And we ain't nothing but servants unto Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. So if they come against Yahweh Shah, who is the Messiah, man, how much more of us, man, who looking for the salvation from the Messiah, man, who trying to do the right thing so they can have favor from Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, man. The only thing we doing is delivering the message, man. You know?
If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also.
So if they believe, if they believe in Yahweh Shah back then, all the miracles that he done, and all the scriptures that he quoted, all the parables that he broke down, you know, if they had to keep his saying, they would have keep ours. Because we preaching the same thing that Yahweh Shah is preaching, man, about the kingdom of heaven, man, about how the Lord is going to establish the kingdom of heaven, how he's going to take down these heathens, man, establish the kingdom of heaven. But our people, you know, if they didn't keep the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah back then, you know, if they came up against the Lord back then, because they crucified the Lord, and it was our people, you know, the Israelites, mainly Judah, Benjamin, Levi, who turned Yahweh Shah in to the Romans to be crucified, man. Even though we already know that had to play out through Yahweh Shah, you know, being that sacrifice for the nation of Israel, starting off with the elect, so we can have a right back to the Father, man. Because the Lord set up Yahweh Shah to be that mediator between Israel and himself, Yahweh, man. You know, right. So they had to play out like that. But 2/3 of our people was against Yahweh Shah, man. They didn't believe in Yahweh Shah as being the Messiah, man. So now these 2/3 are back here today, what you call reincarnation. And the Lord Yahweh Shah, once he come back with the hosts of angels, with the chariots, what the world called UFOs, he's going to come back and bring destruction upon them, man. Because them same Israelites are here today doing that wickedness and coming back and coming up against the men of the Lord, man. Coming against the prophets, man.
Verse 21?
Yeah, we are the 22.
Okay. This is the book of John 15 and 21. But all these things will they do unto you for my name's sake, because they know not him that sent me.
And the reason why they doing this to us, man, because they don't know the Heavenly Father, man. They don't know Yahweh Shah, man. You know, when we go out there and tell them that Yahweh and Yahweh Shah is the power of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, they shunned it, man. They don't want to believe in the true name. They steady want to call on Jesus Christ. Steady want to uphold the white man as being the God, following his traditions, the customs, the holidays, man. You know, so they come up against us when we tell them the truth, man. But they rather, you know, like I say, come up against us and don't want to hear the word and just give them to being deceived and lies, man. You know.
Verse 22. If I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not had sin, but now they have no cloak for their sin.
So now they have no cloak for their sin, man. Because Yahweh Shah came to be that sacrifice for Israel, man. And on top of that, now in these days of time, he got his men out there preaching the word, man.
That's right.
Telling them to get right, man. Telling them to turn from their wicked ways and come back to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah and have faith in him, and that he's going to have mercy upon them, man. You know, and that's what the elect is going to do. But the 2/3 of you Israelites that's not going to get with the truth, man, not going to believe in Yahweh Shah, man, they're going to be destroyed, man. So there's no excuse, man. The Lord said they're not going to have no cloaks. They wouldn't have cloaks for their sin, meaning they're not going to have no excuse, man. Because the Lord had got his prophets out there, and the Lord got the testimony of himself, man, telling you that he's coming back, man. That's it on that. You got a quick precept.
Yeah. It's the book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse, I'm going to start at 21. And the brother shall deliver up the brother to death, and the father the child, and the children shall rise up against their parents, and cause them to be put to death. Verse 22. All ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endureth to the end shall be saved. And that's the hopeful elect, man. And it's talking about the children shall rise against their parents. Our spiritual parents is the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, man. You know, normally, and also talking about physical parents as well, because the times that we coming in, it's going to be a lot of hell and chaos in the household, man. A lot of destruction, a lot of death is going to be coming within your own household. For your spiritual parents is the elder and apostle of Great Millstone, the men that taught you this truth, especially the ones that was in the truth and now became scoffers, you know. And now you're being, you know, disobedient and being disrespectful unto your spiritual parents, man, that taught you this truth and everything, because your real family is the brothers within this truth, you know, the real family members that's in the brotherhood, you know.
Like the brother say, you know, they going, you know, to the, you know, spiritual parents is the elder apostles who taught us the right way, how we supposed to be raised up through the scriptures. Well, but right there also talking about, you know, mainly talking about how in the times come, men of the Lord wouldn't even have their own family members coming up against them, prosecuting them, you know, giving them over to the modern day Roman centurions, which are the policemen, man, to the government, man, to be locked up, man. You know, so even our own family, because most of our family members, they know what we're about, man. They know that we out there preaching this word, but they're not taking heed. You know, they look at us thinking that we bugged out. So when all hell break loose and they actually see that we was telling the truth, man, they're going to be afraid of us, man. They're going to think that the reason why we spoke these things is the reason why all hell is breaking loose, man. Like I said, but we're just doing what the Lord command us to do, speak his word, man. It's not of us, man. It's Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. So they're going to look at us as terrorists, you know, giving us over to the government, man. And they say it's going to be your foes are going to be your people in your own household, man. That's what Yahushua say, man. Our own family members going to come up against us, man. You know, that's why I like the brother say our only true family is the brotherhood, man. The ones that's in this faith, man. The ones that believing on Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua and doing his work and have that sincere charity, brotherly love amongst each other, man. You get Revelation 2 and 9.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 9. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich, and I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan.
So the Lord said he knows our works and our poverty, man. And he's talking about the real Israelites, man, the real Jews in this statement, which are the so-called Negroes, basically the whole tribe of the nation of Israel, man. Judah, you know, on down to Issachar, man. And the southern kingdom and the northern kingdom, which represent Israel, you know, the Lord know us, man. You know, and he know our works and our poverty. You know the hell that we're going through, the vexation that we're going through, you know, being prosecuted, you know, being slandered, you know, having these devils coming up against us, man, trying to take down the pages, man. After we out there doing the hard work of preaching Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. So the Lord know our works, man. He know what we're going through, man. And he say, but thou art rich, meaning because we have this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. You know, we have the faith and the power of the universe, Yahweh Yahushua dealing with us, man. And that's a big thing to us, man. You think you just, all because you got the faith, man, you know, you just can't take it as a light thing, man. You got to sit back and realize that the power of the universe only dealing with the elect, and it's a good chance that you be part of that number for having this faith, man, having the truth and this understanding, man. That's why we go so hard for this truth, man, for this faith, man. Because we got that understanding that the power of the universe is dealing with us, man. And he's not dealing with all nations, man, or all Israel, man. So we kind of is a blessing for the Lord open up our eyes and pray that we endure to the end of this kingdom being destroyed, man. And it said, and I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, and the ones that calling themselves Jews now are these so-called Edomites. I mean, these so-called white people, these Jewish, man, these Edomites, man. You know, the Lord know that they're a bunch of phonies, man, and they ain't nothing but the synagogue of Satan, man. You know, basically the house of Satan, man. You know, because these Amalekites, because they're who they really are. They're not Jew or Judah. They come from the bloodline of Edom, which are one of the sons of Amalek, man. One of the grandson of Esau, man. And the Lord is not dealing with these Jews, man. These fake Jews that stole our land, man. And just like a couple of days ago, you had that mass shooting where 11 so-called Jewish people got, you know, shot and killed by a government over there in Pittsburgh, you know. And now they all of an uproar, you know, Trump talking about hate speech and anti-Semitic, all that, you know, because they uphold these Jews, these so-called Jewish people here in America and throughout Europe and different other places, man. They look at it dumb as they, the Lord's chosen people, but in all actuality, man, they are the false Jews, man. And the real Jews are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man.
That's right.
They shun us here. We getting shot down, murdered every day, man. Being oppressed. You know, they just, you know, shun it, man. They just look past it, man, like nothing going on. And they think that the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, or it's supposed to be like this, you know, which is our punishment, but they don't take and consider it and say that, you know, that we need help, man. They father come together and they always come together to keep us down, man. You know, but when it comes to these false Jews, man, they uphold them, man. They always put them on a pedestal, man. Now they talking about protection in the synagogues and stuff, man. You know, from different governments and terrorist attacks, man. What about the time when the so-called white dude, the Edomite, forgot his name, that went down there in Charleston and shot up that so-called, you know, Dalen Roof, when he went down there and shot up them so-called black people down there, them Israelites down there. You know, it been on for a little while, and after that, man, it just, you know, was on a back burn, man. Forget about it, man. It's just another terrorist attack, man. They didn't talk about no protection for the black churches then. Even though the Lord is not dealing with them churches. But the whole point is that you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, y'all life don't matter to these Edomites, man, to this government, man. And you walk around talking about Black Lives Matter. They're doing all that. Now look at Black Lives Matter, man. They labeled it as a terrorist group, man. But Black Lives, they're not, the people that protesting out there, they're not walking around with no guns. The only thing they're doing is holding up signs and got their hands up, man. And they already labeled them as a terrorist group against the police force and the threat to the government, man. Showing you that these Edomites are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American enemies, man. These so-called white people, man. You know, but the Lord is not dealing with no fake Jews, man. And they're going to catch more hell than just a shootout, man. From another so-called white man who killed them, you know. All that going to tie back to the hate speech. All they really set up to come against the men of the Lord, man. When Trump talking about hate speech and anti-Semitic, speaking against religion, beliefs. All that is geared up toward the Israelites, man. You know. But here, they're going to set that upon, you know, the so-called black identity extremists, calling us black identity extremists. But here the government that killed the damn Jews in that church, no fake Jews in that church, he was a white man just like them, man. So what they going to say now, man? There ain't been no black people that walk in that church and all that synagogue that killed them. It was another Edomite, man, just like them, man. Show you the hypocrisy of this place, man.
Verse 10, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer.
So we're not supposed to fear, man, because we know Yahweh Shem Yahushua is with us, and we know that all this is part of prophecy, man, that we're going to face prosecution, man, and how the Edomites are going to come up against us, man, and trying to keep us down as being the nations, man.
Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison.
And those concentration camps, man. So you will have some of the men of the Lord, the believers, you know, that believe in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, are going to be thrown into these concentration camps, man, being prosecuted, man, you know, for the word of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua.
That ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life.
And that tried, the word tried go back to test, man. The Lord is going to test our faith, man. Well, you know, we keep having the faith in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, and we be part of that elect, man. The Lord is going to deliver us from them trials, you know, tribulation, and the time of Jacob trouble. But if a brother got to face, you know, being thrown and being held in a concentration camp, man, you know. And they say, be faithful unto death, meaning even if you have to die, man, if you have to die in this faith, rejecting Esau's system, rejecting his mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip, you know. For those that reject the RFID chip, it's going to be put to death, man. You know, for brothers in the faith, we understand it. You know, those that, you know, die in the faith and reject this man's kingdom, this man's system, and his chip, you know, Yahushua, you know, and believing in Yahushua, and they're going to be the ones that's going to be having that crown of life, meaning they're going to be the first one that's going to be risen up in the kingdom of heaven, once the kingdom of heaven, the kingdom of Israel is established here on the earth, man. No, that's it on that. You get that on Revelation 17 when you had 17 and on 6. But that's what time we coming into, man. I think we just out here just talking the talk, man. No, we talking about prophecies, man. Things that's about to turn into actions, man. You know, things that's about to play it out, man. That's about to play out throughout here from out the scriptures to this world, you know. The prophecies that's about to be fulfilled, man. And one of the prophecies of that the prosecution of the men of the Lord is going to take place, man. You know, the destruction of America, the economic collapse of America, you know, the pushing on the RFID chip, the mark of the beast worldwide, World War III, you know, all this is in the scripture and it's playing out, man. And brothers like us, man, we see it, man. That's why, you know, these scriptures is our hope, man. You know, our stability, man, in the times of trouble, man, when all hell break loose, man. Because a lot of these people, when all hell break loose in the concentration camps, you know, being the FEMA troops who come against, you know, our people and throw them in them concentration camps, man. They ain't gonna have no clue what's going on, man. But brothers in this faith, man, the Lord giving us the spirit now to build up for that moment, man. Just in case we do have to get put into a concentration camps, man. You know, the Lord gonna be with us, man, for us doing this work and believing on him, man. But the scriptures just say, like, you know, even if you have to be faithful unto death, man, you know, take that death, man. Because that's an honorable thing, you know, to die for Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, man. The Lord said, precious is the blood of the saints, man. And it's basically, you know, saying, you know, not saying it verbatim, but, you know, precious is the blood of the saints in his sights, man. You know, it's an honorable death to die for this word, man. You know, the ones that take this RFID chip, or ones that's here on the shores of America, they're going to be put to death anyway, man, by the hand of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua's judgment, man. You know.
This is the book of Revelations, chapter 17, Salakia, chapter 17, verse 6. And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints.
And that woman is talking about America, man. Babylon the Great, man. And the blood of the saints, meaning the blood of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. The Israelites, man, because we are the saints.
And with the blood of the martyrs of Yahushua.
And it's the blood of the martyrs. The martyr represent a person that died for their belief, man. You know, and they said the martyrs of Yahushua, man. So you're gonna have martyrs, ones that believe in Yahushua is gonna die, man. You know, some gonna die in the concentration camps. You know, might, die, in the race wars or something. Never know. But the Lord is going to deliver his men. Even if you had to die, we had to understand it that the Lord is going to raise us up again, man. For those lot to be a martyr, man. We understand that the Lord is going to raise us up, and we're going to inhabit the kingdom of heaven, man. And keeping that faith and dying in the spirit and power, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai.
And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration.
So basically, when John seen America, he wondered in great admiration, meaning it looked like a glorious kingdom to him, man. A vast kingdom, man. Because John saw this back in the times of Rome, man. Now to the modern day technology and advance that's taking place now. When John seen America, it looked glorious to him, man. But basically the point was about, the martyrs of Yahweh Shai, man. Those dying in the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai, having that faith and doing the work, man. But the Lord is going to raise them up when he returns and set up the kingdom of heaven on the earth, man.
I got that precept. So this is the book of Psalm 116, verse 15. Precious is the sight of the Lord Yahweh. Precious in the sight of the Lord Yahweh is the death of his saints. So, man, if you if you die for a good cause, being in this truth, believing in Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, dying for a purpose, the Lord is going to reward you greatly, man. He's going to, because you basically made it. Whether you live or die, and when you die in this truth, you automatically made it, man. You know that you made it automatically because here you held the faith. You did all you can do, to the best of your ability. Fighting in this truth, fighting your demons. Prophesying against America. Holding your faith, and the Lord's going to reward you greatly, man. That's an honorable death, man. And I want to get another precept, going into that same conflict, because the Lord look at that. It's basically, like I said, it's an honorable and a respectful death if you die in this truth, man. And you're going to be risen up again anyway. This is the book of Sirach, or Ecclesiasticus, chapter 4, verse 28. Strive for the truth unto death. That's right. Keep fighting until death, man. Even if it take the last breath out of your body, man, you keep fighting. You never give up. Because for one, you got Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai on your side, so that shouldn't even come across in your head, man. Because the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, is in control of everything. He controls all matters, man. The left side or the right. So, in the times of Jacob's trouble, that's when your faith should really get boosted up, because during that time, we're going to know that the kingdom of heaven is way near closer than what we believe, man. And Esau, being the so-called white man, his kingdom or his little rulership is gone, man. It's going down the drain, and we're going to rule forever and ever and for all eternity, man, in righteousness. And the Lord shall fight for thee. That's right. The Lord will never forsake thee, especially if you're doing his will. You're following his commandments to the best of your ability. And the Lord understand that we're not perfect, man. We're because we fail, anyway, by not keeping the laws, as it was written, on the tablets and stuff. That's why in the new times to come, when the kingdom of heaven is going to be established, you're going to have to put the laws in us so we won't sin no more, man. We're going to be perfect 100%. Yeah, that was it.
You get Revelation 12 and 12.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heaven, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time.
Yeah, kind. That word woe means destruction, man. Because the devil, which are the elites, man, the Edomites, he's going to come down with great wrath, he knows that he have a short time left. So that's why the Edomites, these elites, the so-called Illuminati, the super rich central bankers, man, they're coming out with all these different agendas, basically to come against Israel, man. You know, because their time is up, man. Their time is shortened, man. So they trying to fight tooth and nail to keep their kingdom, man. And they seeing Israel being risen up through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. It's a clear sign letting them know that their kingdom is about to fall, man. And they don't want that, man. So they're going to come down with that great wrath, man. With all the prosecution, the concentration camps, you know, the martial law troops, man. You know, the different biological disease warfare that they pushing out upon our people, man, amongst the world, man. Because they know that their time is up, man. So they try to do anything to hinder this truth and trying to establish the new world order. But it's going to fail, man. Because Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is against them, and he with the nation of Israel, man. The Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. You get on, I got it right here. This is on 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage on us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. So, you know, Satan represent, you know, you Edomites will represent Satan, man. Because that's y'all God. That's who give y'all power, man. Not the Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. The Lord is not dealing with y'all, man. He set up Satan to deal with you Edomites, man. You elites, man. That way y'all pushes all type of wickedness throughout the earth, man. Pushing Satanism. Pushing every wicked thing that's against the scriptures, man. But that's y'all lot, man. Y'all power is in Satan, man. And they said we're not ignorant to your devices, meaning we're not ignorant to your agendas, man. We know we're not blind like the regular or average so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans that's out here, man, that's not knowing what's going on, man. We know about your schemes, man, your agendas that you're trying to come up against the men of the Lord, man. All these false flags, attacks that you got set up, man. You know, ever since the time of the black identity extremists, man, he was pushing hard, man, pushing these false flag terrorist attacks, man. And all of it geared up toward so-called hate speech or you know, protests and
stuff like that. Stuff we basically like prophesying against, you know. They trying to basically they trying to blame everything on us, but really it's them doing all the chaos, man. They're the ones to blame. They're the one that's funding all this stuff and scaring the people, you know, into believing in all that shit. Cause all like the brother said, we just the messengers or the men of the Lord, you know, of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. We trying to give warning to our people. And mainly, it's only for the elect anyway, because it's not for the masses. You know, it's only for a few numbers, you know.
And a lot of brothers say, man, they trying to bring this chaos, man. And one of the things they always say, man, is order out of chaos, man. For them, they feel like if they can bring order and bring their agenda, they have to bring all type of calamities and destruction, man. All type of chaos and get the people comfortable, man, so we can bring that order, man. Because once these people fear and be afraid of all type of terrorist attacks or all type of mass death taking place, man, the first thing that the American citizens do, man, is run to their government, man. Trust into their military, you know, trust into their aid, you know. So they set up all those different types of calamities that have the people wooed so they can, you know, run to them, man. Run to them and depend on them, man. But the men of the Lord is not ignorant of Satan's devices, man. We had an understanding knowing that the Edomites, these elites, are the ones that's bringing these different type of chaos and terrorist attacks and setting it up and make it seem like they're the good guys and the terrorists are the bad guys, man. And that's what they're trying to do, man. All we do is preaching against the wickedness against this place through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, and they're looking at us as terrorists, man. But they the real terrorists, man. The ones that bringing all type of bloodshed, man. You know. So we're not ignorant to Satan's devices, man. We had an understanding through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, knowing how the Edomites move, man. The Lord has given us the spiritual mindset to see through all their wickedness, man, and expose them, man.
I got a quick precept. This is the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 12. But before all these, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you, delivering you up to the synagogue and to prison, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake. And that's the times that we're going to be coming in, because most of the time, like mainly our own people, they're going to look for answers, and they also going to be blaming us for the stuff that's going to happen. So just like how they turn in Yahweh Shai to the Romans, they're going to turn us in to the modern day Romans, which is America, you know. And with that being said, we're going to be sitting in front of, you know, Senate, in front of so-called judges, and basically the governors of this society, man. You know, Esau, Edom, you so-called white people, because that's the times that we coming in. We're going to be persecuted. We're going to be thrown into prisons, you know, which are concentration camps. They already have that here already. It's just a matter of time when all hell break loose, and the Lord going to put the spirit on them to crash the society, you know, bring in martial law, you know, and famine of bread, famine of the word. So that's already done started when they shut down the YouTube for a whole day, you know, and that's going to just bring in everything that we've been speaking about in prophecies, you know, because it's not our words. This is the words of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, and they're faithful and true. So it's going to happen. The economic collapse is going to happen. The RFID chip is going to happen. Persecution upon the men that know what time it is, that's going to happen. Hell, persecution is basically in the whole world. You know, everybody going to be tried. But for the hopeful elect, we're going to succeed, man. We're going to overcome what all Esau is going to throw at us. Because for one, we already know we got the heads up, you know, and we say the water Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. Because they gave us the spirit, you know, the spirit of prophecies, which is Yahweh Shai.
And they ain't going to catch the men of the Lord off guard, man. The elect, man. You're going to catch these bonehead Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans out here, man. The ones that's playing around, man. And that mirth and feasting spirit, man, living it up, man. Not knowing that these Edomites, these elites got an agenda geared up to come up against you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. So while they out there having fun, man, these elites are sharper than that sword to come and bring judgment upon y'all, man. And the Lord is going to let them do it for you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you wicked Israelites that's out there that's coming up against the word of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, not taking heed to the warning. The Lord is going to set them up to set these Edomites up to justify judgment on y'all for not returning back unto him, man.
I got a little last little. This is the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 16, and this, you know, going into the same thing the brother had broke down in Matthew the 10th chapter, verse 21, if I'm not mistaken. And it's talking about basically your household turning you in. And ye shall be betrayed both by parents and brethren and kinfolks and friends, and some of you shall they cause to be put to death. And the reason some of them is going, you know, the hopeful elect is going to be caused to be put to death because they're set up as martyrs in this truth. But at the same time, the Lord is going to bring them forth back. And that's why, like, we're going to be marked as that, because a lot of our so-called family members know what we're about. Hell, most of our friends, because, you know, the YouTube, everybody's on YouTube, you know, and it's not near one time that most of our so-called friends or just niggas that we know in the world came across a YouTube video, or hell, even saw us, man. So you think, you know, when that time comes, you think they're not going to remember that? They're not going to remember what they saw? Just for that point in time, they're not going to remember, because they living in their folly and living up in so-called America. But once that so-called dream turn into a reality nightmare, then they're going to realize, like, damn, man, they were speaking about this. I remember. They were speaking about it.
Them true demons going to come out.
They
true self going to come out, because we see the demons on these people now, how they come up against the man of the Lord and the word. So how much more when all hell break loose, man? They're going to be upset about the kingdom falling, and they're going to accuse us, man. Not knowing that it was set up. And the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, said this, prophesied this, the downfall of America. You know, not knowing that it's him, man. They're going to look at us as they're going to look at us as terrorism. You know, they're going, and you got these elites blackmailing us. You know, putting our face out there. You know, they'll have the clips of Jake or the Israelites, the prophets out there talking about the destruction of America, how we come up against the so-called black woman, how the Edomites the so-called white people gonna get put to death. They have all those clips out there to demonize us, but they don't never show the part why it's gonna be justified or the judgment, man. They don't never show the parts of us going into the wickedness, man. Us going into history, man. You know, they always want to show get up clips and trying to demonize the men of the Lord, man. You know, so these people, when they mind already geared up toward that, so when all hell break loose, man, they're going to manifest, man. And them demons going to come out of those people, man, to come against the men of the Lord, man. Well, the Lord is going to have his men back. But like the brother said, some of us are going to be martyrs, man. You know, but that's the lot that, you know, is going to be fulfilled. But ultimately, man, the Lord is going to have mercy upon us, man. For the ones that's going to be saved and the ones that's going to be martyrs, man.
And that doesn't mean that the Lord forsake you or the Lord doesn't love you, man. It just means because you got to think about it. The Lord do what he do, you know, because he already, you know, he bless you with this truth. He bless you with this knowledge and understanding of the Bible, you know, and he bless you with seeing the prophecies, because the masses of the people, they don't see the prophecies. You know, World War III, like I said, the RFID chip, martial law, pestilence, famine of the word, famine of bread. You know, we seeing all of that, man. So don't look at it, you know, if you die in the truth, take it cheerfully, man. You know?
Like you read the scripture earlier, it say precious is the blood of the saints in his sight, man. So the Lord glorified that, man. You know, the Lord hold you honorable of that, for dying for his name and believing in his faith and dying doing the work, man.
And like I always say, man, Yahweh shall die for us. You know, he didn't, you know, he didn't really have to, but he did it for us, man. And for himself as well, you know, for his past life sin, but you know, mainly to buy us back unto the Heavenly Father, man. He's the Redeemer of Israel, man. Starting off with the elect. So how much more you die for him?
Because the Lord, Yahweh Shah, man, he prayed to the Lord, what, 3 times? Before he got sacrificed, man, he asked the Lord, was there any other way that it could be a different way of us being saved? But the Lord, you know, basically didn't answer him, man. So he already knew what time it was, man. He already knew that the Lord already had it set up for him to be that sacrifice, man. To go out there and be crucified for the nation of Israel, man.
Honorable death,
you know. I got the book of Ephesians, chapter 6, verse 10. Finally, my brother, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. So we know the armor represents the Holy Scriptures, man. And what's come with the Scriptures is the Spirit, man. The Spirit and power, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. That's our armor, man. That's our defense, man. When it come down to being prosecuted, when it come down to going against these knucklehead people out here, when they come up against us on the highways and byways, you know, when it come down to when Jacob's trouble come, and all hell break loose, you know, this word and the Spirit and power, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, is going to be our armor, our defense in that time, man. And it say, able to stand against the wiles of the devils, and his trickery, man. You know, we saw the trickery of you Edomites, man. You so-called white people, you elites, man. And us having the Spirit and power, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai with us, man. We see it, man. You see how you Edomites are dealing, man. You know, and the Lord is going to put an end to your witchcraft and your deceivingness, man. And all your wickedness that you promoting out here, man. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. So they're talking about you elites, man. Y'all the ones that's in the secret places. And the high places mean you're on top of your rulership, man. Y'all the one on top of the world, you know, controlling everything, man. Controlling all these different agendas that got our people in a sunken place, man. Got our people believing in these religions, man. these idols, man. They got our people following after homosexuality, you know, on the followingness of this world, man. All the wickedness that's being promoted, you elites are the ones that's pushing forth the agenda to do it, man. But the Lord has woken up his elect, and given his elect that our side to see through all your wickedness, man. You know. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, that you may be able to withstand the evil day, having done all to stand. Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness. You know, so that's what we're doing, man. The breastplate of righteousness represent this faith, man, the truth, man. And above all, taking the shield of faith wherewith you shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked. So that's what we're doing, man. All these are the attack that the Edomites, these elites throwing at us, man. The Lord having that shield, meaning this his spirit over us, man, or guiding us or defending us, we able to discern how the Edomites are moving, man. Because we filter it out through the Holy Scriptures, man, and through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. That's it on that. Get on 2 Corinthians 10. 2 Corinthians 10 and 3 and 5.
This is the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 3. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh.
So even though we walk in this flesh, you know, we might be on the highways and byways, but we're not warring in the flesh. Meaning we're not out there with guns, you know, or with walking around talking about, you know, how we're gonna fight against this society and we armed. And you got some of these jakes out here, these Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, that got protesting going on, and they out there with what they call open carrying, out there with their arms, their guns, you know, walking up and down the street, talking about justice. And here, you know, Esau got guns too, man. So anytime Esau see people with guns, man, they already know that's a threat, man. And Esau taking that as an act of war, man. So the time come when these jakes out here walking around with these guns and everything, man, time gonna come, Esau gonna send his troops out there, and they're gonna go to battle with them, man. And they're gonna lose, because why? They're not of the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. The Lord is not dealing with the carnal things, man. You know, fighting against Esau with guns, you know, war tactics, man. The Lord gonna give his men spiritual powers to take down these Edomites, man.
That's right. Verse 4, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahweh to the pulling down of strongholds.
So our weapons are not carnal, man. We're not out there with guns or trying to gather up fighter jets or tanks, man. You know, trying to come up against this government, man. You know, fighting, having that militant mindset, man. You know, because we're not carnal, man. That's carnal minded, man. It just say, but mighty through the Most High pulling down a stronghold, because what we doing is just preaching, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. And that's how the Edomites are getting exposed, man. You know, they blessing is the sword or the gun, man. But our blessing is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, knowing this word, man. And that's what they hate, man. They tried a long time, for a long time, hide this truth, man, from us, man. But they couldn't do it. They couldn't keep it away from us. Why? Because Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai will is to give us this faith and give us the truth, the understanding of these scriptures, and to expose them, man. And that's the biggest fear that they have, man. Knowing that the Lord is existed, that he haven't forgotten about his people, and that he's going to raise them up, man. And their kingdom is going to fall, man. Because our Lord, when he come back, man, he's going to fight against them spiritually with power, man. It's going to be a physical power, but it's going to be a power from on high, man. That Esau guns and tanks can't stop, man. And that's what they fear, man. And that's what's going to happen to them, man. The Lord is going to bring them down, man. bring their strongholds down, man. Their empire, all their religions, all their wickedness that they pushing, man. The Lord is going to bring that down, man. When He's sending up the prophets to foretell them to their face, man. Till the Lord come back physically and do it, man. But we're not supposed to be out here with guns and trying to fight against Esau, man. Yahweh Shah say, wait upon him, man, till he rise up against the prey, man. You know, so when the Lord make a move on these heathens, especially these elites and these Edomites, man, then when the Lord is going to give his man the green light to go and gather them up and bring them down, man, to fight against them, man, by the way of the spiritual power, man.
Verse 5, casting down imagination and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of Yahweh.
That's the things of this world, man. All this wickedness, man. All these things that these people esteem as something great, man. You know, all these religions. The Lord is casting it down, man. Every imagination, everything that these people imagine in their mind that come against Yahweh Shah, the Lord is confounding them, man. Through the prophets, man, and through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shah. You know.
And bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Hamashiach.
So everything that, you know, that Lord got set up, man, in order, man, is going to be, basically the Lord got control over it, man. So all these things that these Edomites are doing, man, the Lord is going to bring them down, and he's going to set up his kingdom, man. No matter how 2/3 of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans feel about the so-called black Hebrew Israelites, man, saying we out there preaching hate and everything, man. The Lord don't care about all that, man. One thing the Lord care about is word being fulfilled, man. So is the Lord, because the Lord said, what if some believe, or what if some did not believe, man? Shall that change the faith of the Most High? And he said, he forbid, man. So the Lord's going to fulfill every word and every prophecy, man. And you Edomites can't do nothing about it. And you 2/3 or you non-believers ain't going to do nothing about it, man. So all these tactics that the elites are throwing against the men of the Lord, you know, eventually it's going to fail, man. You know, you're going to have some brothers that we're getting into that's going to be prosecuted and be martyrs. But at the end of the day, they still going to get the W, man. Because the Lord's going to still have mercy upon them and raise them up, man, and give them that crown of life, man. You know, you can't stop the truth, Esau, man. The next step for you is your destruction, your kingdom falling, and you going into captivity under the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. And under the Messiah, Yahweh Shah, who your word will call Jesus Christ, man. And it's near, man. You know, brothers in the spirit, we can feel it and see it, man, through the different type of events and the prophecy that the Lord got us set, man. So, brothers, you know, keep fighting and, you know, keep pushing. You know, we almost out of here, man. You know, these Edomites, these so-called white people, the elites, man, they're doing everything to, you know, scraggling, trying to, you know, keep their kingdom, man, showing you that they're afraid, man. But the next stop for them is the Lord bringing judgment upon them, man. And we ain't afraid of you Edomites, man. But we already know what the Lord is going to do to y'all, man. Soon you come in upon the elect, man, the Lord going to raise his men up, or he's going to bring you down eventually, man. You know, some brothers keep fighting, keep pushing, man. Keep hitting these Edomites with these elites with these videos, man, to enough till they got to shut the word down, man. Because the next step after the famine of the word, once the word stopped being pushed out there, and the prophets are not there on the highways and byways no more, the next step is the downfall of this kingdom, man. The Lord bringing judgment upon these elites, the Edomites, and the Israelites, the wicked 2/3 Israelites, man, and the rest of these heathens that are against Yahweh Shah. You know, so brothers keep fighting, keep pushing, you know. You have anything you know to say?
Shit, like the brother said, man, hey, keep fighting, keep pushing, because it's all we got. You know, it's Esau about to go down, man. We about to rule forever. You know, with Yahweh Shah, and that's the part of the beauty in being in this truth. You know, also, you know, being in this truth, you know, try to seek mercy from Yahweh Shah, seeking salvation. You know, that's how you know it's only for a few elect members. You know, because everybody, they want to live comfortably in this world and just die, and then that be it. Nah, man, we want to live forever. We want salvation. We don't want to live in this garbage kingdom known as America, that's ruled by our number one arch enemy, Esau Edom, the so-called white man. We don't want that, man. We want our Lord Yahweh Shai to be reigning over us, man. We want Yahweh Shai to reign over us, man, in righteousness and in truth, you know. And we're gonna be perfect. You know, we want our real, our women want real children. That's all the benefits of being in this truth. You're gonna get all that and much more riches, especially for brothers, being really, really poor, being, poor in this truth. Hey, man, the Lord gonna bless you abundantly, man. And like the brother said, man, hey, just keep fighting, hold your faith, hold that faith until death. Whether you die in this faith, you still getting a W no matter what. The only way you're gonna get an L if you lose patience. And the scripture say, woe to them that has lost patience. Or if you take that RFID chip, you definitely gonna get an L, man. So with that, man, just hold on to the faith.
Yeah, so brothers praying that this video be edifying. Brothers out there keep fighting, keep pushing, man. Cause our salvation is nearer to what we believe, man. Our salvation, Yahweh Shai, is right around the corner, man.
That's right.
And next thing you know, we in the kingdom together, man. Drinking that yan, man. Celebrate the downfall of this place and the uprising of our kingdom, man. Israel, man. Yasharallah, man. So, till the next time, brothers keep fighting, keep pushing. We're going to go ahead and give our praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rekah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone that taught us the truth and all truth and sincerity. And salutation to the Akim, the brothers, the fellow laborers that's in the ministry, uplifting the spirit and power in the name of Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Shalom.
Shalom.